Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. So today I have for you a very simple deck that somebody was requesting during my stream and also in the comment section. I believe it was Abel who wanted a Blackluster Soldier deck that did not feature Darkflare Dragon because you know, they don't have any. So I decided to do something else with the deck itself, and this is what I came up with. I'm pretty happy with it. It works. And it also lets you get a Blackluster Soldier that is unaffected by trap effects, which can be really good in, you know, in this game where you run into a lot of mirror walls. And I guess that's mainly the trap you'll see, mirror walls and windstorms. But anyway, let's get through the profile real quick. I'm running two of the BLS, two of the Blackluster Soldiers, two Sonic Birds so I can search my 3 ritual spells that I'm running. 2 Senju to search the Blackluster Soldiers, and then we got 2 of the Djinn disarray of rituals. I guess that's how you pronounce the name. Anyway, I've used the other Djinn before at the level 3 and I was really happy with how it came out, so it was nice to be able to throw this one in here. And the reason why we run him is because he's a level 1 dark monster. So as you guys know, Super Soldier Synthesis lets you summon a Blackluster Soldier from your hand or graveyard by sending 1 dark and 1 light monster, 1 from your hand and 1 from your graveyard. So we're sending Djinn as our dark monster because we get that special effect by being unaffected by trap cards, or BLS is going to be unaffected by trap cards. So that's really good. And for light 7-star monster, we have the Cyber Dinosaur, which he's probably the best level 7 that you can throw in here, and he has a decent effect, which is when your opponent special summons a monster from their hand, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. So this works with, like, you know, the Fire King, if they're summoning that, special summoning that from hand. I'm not sure if it misses timing with Goka. It might miss timing, probably not. No, because yeah, it shouldn't miss timing with Goka. You can also special summon this whenever they use the field spell, the Fire King Island, you know, to special summon their Phoenix from hand. You can special summon this against Notoria Pumpkin, you know, once they start to do your combo. So this can disrupt their play, especially if they're trying to go in, because now they have a 2500 meter to deal with. And again, you know, the main reason why it's here is because it pairs with the Djinn for the Super Soldier Synthesis. 2 Dark Blades because I really like this card. I just love the artwork. It's been one of my favorite cards. I still have like 3 copies of it, you know, in the actual TCG card. But anyway, 2 of them because he's dark, and we can use Super Soldier Synthesis with the Senju and the Dark Blade. So that way I didn't have to completely rely on the Djinn and the Cyber Dinosaur. 2 Tribute to the Doom because a lot of these cards don't mind being in the grave. You don't mind your Djinn being in the grave. You don't mind sending your Blackluster Soldier to the grave, because you can use special summon it from the grave with the Synthesis, and you're running 2 Blackluster Soldiers and 3 cards that can get it to your hand. So it's really easy to get that +1 and you know, use Tribute to the Doom afterwards. I have 1 Gateway of Chaos. I thought about running 2, but I think 1 is enough since I'm running the 2 Senju, and this lets you add a Blackluster Soldier from your deck to your hand, and it also gets counters every time a monster hits the grave. And once you have 3 counters on it, you can remove those 3, add 1 spell ritual from your deck to your hand. So this can help you thin your deck and get the last of your combo pieces. 2 Enemy Controller just for regular protection, pretty much. This could be anything really, anything you want to throw in here. You can put a Windstorm, you can put a Mirror Wall. I just decided to go for the Econs. And then the 2 Super Soldier Synthesis that I already went over. And then last but not least, 1 Blackluster Soldier Ritual. A lot of people don't like running this whenever they're using BLS because they feel like Synthesis is just way better. And Synthesis is a really good card. That's why I'm running 2 of them. But this card can win you games, and it can help you get out of sticky situations. For example, if you have to summon your your Senju so you can search your Blackluster Soldier, Synthesis is not gonna let you use the Senju from the field. This card you can use monsters from your hand or field. Also, if you have both of your Blackluster Soldier in hand, you can summon one of them by using the other one as a tribute, and then you can use Synthesis to summon the one from your grave. So you can actually get 2 BLSs, and I just think it works. I don't know, it's better to have it than to not have it, in my opinion. Instead of running the 3 Super Synthesis, I like the 2 and 1. I feel like it's a good ratio. I'm running Restart because this deck for some reason gets some really odd hands, and being able to go for Restart if you get a weird hand with like 2 BLS, 1 Senju, and 1 Gateway. I've had that hand before, and it's kind of ridiculous, but it happens. So Restart just helps with consistency a little bit. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you this replays. I don't know that I've done, like I said, I've done Blackluster Soldier before. This is nothing new, but it was being requested on the channel, and I like to be able to make things that you guys want to see, especially when when I don't have an idea ready. I like to look in the comments, and whatever's being requested, I'll try to and make it. So here I go for Restart because I had one of those weird hands. I immediately search my BLS with Gateway of Chaos, and then I go ahead and search another copy of it because I have my regular ritual already, so I can summon one by pitching the other. And I can also search my other ritual spell with Sonic Bird. So had that enemy controller been any of my other 7 monsters, any of my Djinns, my Cyber Dinosaur, Darkflare, or my other Senju, I would have been able to go into 2 soldiers during this turn. Unfortunately, I don't get to, but I still get to thin my deck and fish out my other Synthesis. And then I set the enemy controller just to be safe. He goes for the magic triangle with the ice barriers, so we already know he's going to be targeting my BLS more than likely, which is fine. Like I said, we are going to be able to special summon that from grave, provided that we get a light or dark monster. I decide to switch over the samurai so that it gets destroyed, and I do top deck my Djinn, which again, there was 7 cards that I could draw in 11 that were left in deck, so my probability of getting the card out was really high. I ended up getting the Djinn. I used the Cyber Dinosaur for deck and just attack for game. Pretty easy win. I was surprised that I didn't get OTK'd by ice barriers, if I'm being honest. Let's go ahead and show you this second duel. Another Kaiba. And this one is going to be a dragon user. So I go for Restart because I don't like having 2 BLS, so to speak, in my starting hand. I'd rather search them. I really don't like seeing it to begin with. So I do get Gateway of Chaos, and I have my Djinn, so I'm going to be able to summon my Blackluster Soldier, and he's going to be unaffected by a trap card, so I don't have to worry about any mirror walls, I don't have to worry about Windstorm, Security Orb, any of those things. And I can just attack into this, what's the name of this card again? Oh yeah, the Heretic Dragon. So he doesn't activate anything because, it wouldn't have worked, and it's actually an Ultimate Providence. So here he destroys my Sonic Bird, but I get enough counters on my Gateway to search my spell anyway. I do end up losing a monster, but I get my spell back, so it's fine. and unfortunately I attack into an Exploder Dragon, so my BLS goes to the grave. And then I have to use my Tribute to the Doom just to keep myself alive because I don't have any monsters. I do have my Fuel Spell, and then I top deck a Senju so I can summon my BLS from the grave. Even though this one's not unaffected by traps, I still have an enemy controller, I believe. Yeah, I have an enemy controller to protect myself. He goes for Dragon's Rebirth to get Exploder Dragon back, and I decide to go ahead and attack into it. No use on letting him be the one to attack. And we are in a top deck situation now. He goes for the Econ, but I still have mine, so I'm feeling pretty good. Doesn't top deck a monster, and I think I just end up winning the game this way. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Kind of a grind out duel, which can happen. Unfortunately, I think my 3 spells were already in the grave, so I wasn't going to be able to win with BLS anymore. Let's show you one more. Well, I have 3 more, but on to the next one. Against Yugi. I did notice that the Grandpa's cards is fixed, so you can actually save replays now when you're going up against the Exodia deck. So that's really good because there was some pretty nice duels that I kept having, not now, but when I was using Exodia, and all those replays went to waste. It was kind of a shame, so I'm glad they fixed that. Here I just search for my ritual spell right away, because I can search for my BLS next turn. He's running Red Eyes Exodia, which I've run before, and it's really powerful. Especially because your opponent doesn't expect you to, you know, try to beat them down. They expect you to want to win by using Exodia. So it definitely catches them off guard. But anyway, I summon my BLS. I believe he chains. Oh yeah, he activates Red Eye Spirit to get Red Eye Zombie. So I go ahead and use Tribute to the Doom. Might as well. And then he goes for the Mirror Wall, but again my BLS is unaffected, so I still destroy the Red Eyes Wyvern. And here he pays for Mirror Wall, but it doesn't matter because my attack was never lowered. So I destroy the Jester. He gets a leg, but I already have game with my Senju. Pretty easy, pretty powerful, honestly, to be able to just not care about a Mirror Wall. And you know, even if they switch him to defense mode, he still has pretty nice defense, 2500. And you know, when you have your enemy controller set, you're sitting pretty good just with a BLS that's unaffected. Here we're going against yet another Kaiba. I go for a restart. I definitely don't like my hand. I like to start with at least 1 searcher, and here I start with 2, which is perfect. I get my BLS, and then I'm gonna get my my ritual spell with my Sonic Bird. This hand would have been perfect going second because I could attribute to the Doom. So instead I lose my Sonic Bird, but it's okay. I still go for tribute to the Doom. And then, you know, search my other BLS. And I'm going to be able to summon the one that I send to the grave. All I'm doing here is thinning my deck by searching those spells. You always want to deck thin as much as you can. So here's my BLS, unaffected by traps once again. So I just get in there for 1400. He has to use Kuribo to stay alive. He has Goblin Zombie, and he actually had the Super Rush, which really sucked because I had just set my enemy controller, so I couldn't change that. And then he has the Mirror Wall as well. So I end up losing a card from my deck and losing my entire field, but he did have to spend his resources, so I wasn't too mad. All I needed to do was top deck something good, and I get just that. I get my Djinn. I'm able to search for my other Super Soldier synthesis. So I summon Black Luster Soldier yet again, and once again he's gonna be unaffected by traps, even though my opponent doesn't have a back row right now. I go ahead and destroy the Goblin Zombie, and then I believe I just finished by Econ take the Red-Eyed Wyvern. Yep. That's why Econ is always a nice, you know, a safe choice. You can use it to win games, or you can use it to protect your monsters. So anytime I have a couple of slots open in a deck, I usually just go with enemy controller. And then I have one more duel for you guys. And again, because I am going to start streaming on weekends, I don't know how often I'm going to be able to post during the week. But when I have, you know, when I have an easy concept like Abel's request, just, you know, a rework of a BLS deck, it's something really easy that I can throw together in a few minutes. So definitely leave a comment requesting anything you want to see. Some people are asking for decks that unfortunately I can't build, like Destiny board. I don't have the skill yet. I might try to farm for that during the stream. That would be a cool thing to do if you guys are up to it. But anyway, here he destroys his Phoenix with the Fire King Island, you know, the regular combo, and I protect my Dark Blade because I don't want his Fire King getting destroyed. Because what he was trying to do was destroy the field spell with Fire King, so that when Phoenix came back, his monsters wouldn't have been destroyed. But I knew that's what he wanted to do. He tries to summon Fire King from the hand, and I'm able to summon my Cyber Dinosaur. I go for BLS, and look at this. I went from one Dark Blade to BLS, Dark Blade, and Cyber Dinosaur. Pretty strong. He's forced to use his enemy controller to protect himself, and I decided to crash just so that he was completely out of options. I knew Phoenix was coming back, but he was absolutely no threat to either of my monsters, and then I just win the game next turn. Or I try to, you know, finish him off, and he just rage quit. It was probably quicker for him to just take the attack, but to each their own. So anyway, there's the deck. Shoutouts to Abel. I believe he was the one that requested this. If somebody else did, there you go. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope this fulfilled the request. And thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. And until next time.